Bootleg Like Jazz is a mix of the Black diaspora and the Afro-Latinx experience. It's a podcast that celebrates artists, entrepreneurs, and anyone who considers themselves an underdog doing their thing. You see, when jazz started out, it was considered trash, devil music, bootleg by everybody. But now look, jazz is a degree program at some of the finest universities here in the United States of America and beyond. That's Bootleg Like Jazz. This idea that no matter what, the rose will grow through the concrete jungle. Hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you for watching and listening to Bootleg Like Jazz. I'm your host, Q. And today on the show, we're going to talk to Dr. Keisha Davis. You don't want to miss this interview. She's an amazing, not only doctor, but also a dancer of what I would consider Caribbean, Afro-Caribbean, Pan-African art, dance, and music. Very fun person. But before we get to her, what's up? There's been a lot going on, right? Hey, don't forget, subscribe, turn on the notifications, like it as well, share it as well, especially if these stories and the people I bring on and the topics that I talk about resonate with you. Also want to talk about Houston Area Urban League, Small Business Development University. Yo, if you're an entrepreneur, you got an idea out there, you should definitely check them out. They help walk you through many of the stages of developing a business plan, thinking about ideas, thinking about problems your business will solve. And I think that, if you're an entrepreneur and you need that extra help, definitely check it out. It's Wednesdays, 6:30 to 8:30. I don't mind being their spokesman. Bootleg Like Jazz definitely has benefited from their services and their help. And it's folks that look like us, helping each other. And it's free. And there's food there, right? Your payback is really just sweat equity, right? Sweat equity. Using all of your creativity. Shout out everybody checking us out on Instagram. Big ups to you guys. So yeah. Houston Area Urban League. Spread the word, spread the news, and all that good stuff. So coming up, we got Keisha Davis, Dr. Keisha Davis, coming up to the studio. So don't go anywhere. Subscribe. Hey, as promised, we have Keisha Davis here in the studio. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure.
No problem. Keisha Davis is a trained physician in pathology, as well as classically trained African and Caribbean dancer for over 15 years. During that time, she physically trained hard and has developed a weight training, full body workout, and aerobic routine that she believes will work for the busy professional. Dr. Keisha has used online training for dance classes and strongly believes in its effectiveness. She believes that the traditional gym does not always exist, and sometimes online coaching is best for a client's busy life and just as effective. Hey.
Hello, how are you doing?
Well, yourself?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Yes, I know, right?
Yes. Long week, huh?
Yeah, kids are out of school. They got a 4-day weekend, so I'm trying to adjust to them being around a little bit more.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's wonderful.
How many kids do you have?
Just two.
Just two.
But I have a 9-year-old and a 17 now.
Gotcha.
So I've got the teen, I've got the elementary school child. It's a nice little diverse mix.
Yeah, that's what's up. Motherhood, right?
Yes, motherhood. They keep me on my toes.
What's the number one thing you wish you had known before you had become a mom? You know what I mean?
I guess there's nothing because you never know what to expect. Everyone's different. So that's the thing. There is no cookie cutter method. I tried not reading any books. Every child you have to treat differently. I grew up in a family of 4, so I have 3 siblings. So I'm used to being in a diverse mix, which is good. So that's a good thing is I wish I would have known, which I did, is make sure I at least have 2 kids so they bounce off each other and make sure they're not spoiled. So
yeah. So tell everybody how we met.
Oh, yes. So it's been about a year and a half since the last event.
Yeah,
so
right.
I always love doing the Afro-Latin Festival.
Raul,
yes,
shout out.
Raul Edwards. So when I met him, I finally got him in touch with my mentor, which is Danny Hines. So we met there. He's wonderful.
Check that interview out. That's the Rhythms of Afro-Latin, whatever I titled it. It's on YouTube. Check that interview out with him.
Yes, wonderful. He's a wonderful guy. So I met and I made sure he came and started teaching at that event. And we were performing that evening. And you did a wonderful job. You were so making sure everyone's name was pronounced right. That was funny. Yeah, so that's
he had told me about that right before the event.
That you were going to
yes.
introduce us? That was
so,
you always have to be ready and prepared. So that's what it was.
I mean, so you would expect me to memorize everything, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but it happens. You did an excellent job.
All right.
So, can't complain.
Anyways.
So that was excellent. We basically the Afro-Latin Festival is showing the mesh of the cultures, the Latin culture and the African influence. So we did actually West African that evening, performed, and you introduced us. It was a great evening of performances. Please check it out. It's every year. It's been going on for quite a while.
Who's on percussion?
Percussion, we actually had a master drummer. We had Abu Sila. He was in town drumming. And my son. So yeah, I make sure they're included in the arts wherever we go. So my son was drumming as well.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, unpack your passion for dance.
Wow.
Can you please do that?
Yeah.
When was the first time you fell in love?
Okay,
with,
I've always, when I'm looking back, back in the day we had VHS, right? So I try to look back in the day at the old VHS tapes, and it was all performance. Yeah, and the old VHS tapes. I was in front of the camera. They would always be like, "Keisha, get out of the way! You're blocking the camera." I always wanted to be seen and heard, singing off tune, whatever, moving. But I love to dance. So even when I was little, I was dancing. My mother put us in ballet and tap in the traditional way, and usually probably teen years, I noticed that I wanted to learn a little bit more about dance, but I was already on the pre-med pathway. My father's a physician. I wanted to follow in his footsteps in the medical field. So right around college, it's like I really felt this passion and need to dance more, but to learn the roots of dance, Black dance. So I started taking Dunham dance, Catherine Dunham. Please look her up. She's a wonderful influence. I started taking Dunham dance, and that's when I was like, okay, I really want to go back into West African dance and learn more. I met Vanessa Gibbs in Kansas City when I was in medical school, and I took off. Literally, you can find time. I was in medical school. I mean, I had almost a 3.9 GPA.
What's your birthstone? What's your birth sign?
I'm Taurus.
Okay.
Yes. So I was at the gym. In the gym. So for me, there's a balance. I love to work out and lift weights. So I was lifting weights, running, then going to rehearsal for an hour and a half, and then hitting the books. And it kept me balanced. So it's like if you have to find that thing that downtime, the thing you love to do, because if you don't find that right mix, you're not going to be able to be productive in your regular day-to-day. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to work, or okay, I'm going to be a student, and then do nothing else. Because it doesn't work like that.
So you had a challenge over the holiday break. What was it called?
Yes. Okay. I had the holiday hold off challenge, right? So for me, a lot of people indulge and they make these excuses. But what you don't understand is it's okay to indulge. You got the parties, the food, that's fine. But when you indulge to the point where you end up feeling guilty and then all of a sudden January 1st, okay, I'm going to lose this weight. The challenge is how can you make it through a holiday or a, period where there's indulgences or, people are kind of making you feel that you need to, eat bad. How can you make it through that 30 days or that month without gaining so much weight, but still enjoy it? So that was the holiday hold-off challenge.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Interesting.
And it worked. It worked for me.
How long have you been doing it?
I'm not, okay, so for me, I took a change maybe my senior year in high school. And ever since then, this is why I'm a testament. 20 years, 25 years, I've never gained weight, even through pregnancies. I've never gained over 15 pounds. I lost
You got
it in
good
the first
genes.
month. No, it's dedication. Because what happened in high school is you realize I was never overweight, but I noticed I was getting to the point where I really needed to focus on my health and eat better. Because I could notice, okay, I was a little bit getting where I shouldn't be. So I made a dedication. I said, I'm not going to be like this. I'm not going to let, genes or history repeat itself, because sicknesses is another thing. You can look great on the outside. You can be skinny, but there's another aspect. It's what's happening inside your body, and are you physically fit?
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to make sure I was keeping all that in check, no matter what happened.
Are you, do you eat meat?
Okay, so no and yes, depending on, I do not eat like beef, pork, chicken, turkey, no. When I was a teenager, I had a challenge with a friend. We were like, who can go the longest without meat? Because I ate everything. I ate chitlins. I ate everything.
Oh, so when did you
14, I stopped eating beef and pork, or so I thought. I think my grandfather was sneaking bad food, and he was telling me he was vegetarian. He was giving me bad stuff. But
interesting.
14, I stopped beef and pork. When I was around 21, I stopped eating chicken and turkey, and I was full vegan for a long time. Now I am like 99% vegan, I would say, but I eat seafood once in a while. I don't do dairy. I don't do eggs.
Yeah.
None of that.
I hear you.
No, no fried food.
No French fries, nothing like that.
Rare. If I do, I'll eat one of my daughter's Chick-fil-A fries, and that was the thing. But yeah, I try to keep it, let's say, try 3/4, like the 75% rule.
Yeah,
75% clean, and then, if you have a little bit of a fall off, once in a while is okay.
Hey, that's Dr. Keisha Davis. Where are you? So you're a pathologist.
Okay, so yes, I am a pathologist.
And where do
I'm about
you
to start a new venture? I was at Baylor for a while. I'm starting a new venture at a private group. Meantime, but I do a lot of little contract work, which I love because it works my lifestyle.
Private, there you go.
Yeah, private.
Hey.
And AskPath. My AskPath business is about to launch.
Tell everybody about that, please.
AskPath. So I'm a pathologist. Pathologist is a study of disease and how and why it occurs. AskPath.
So you know about the coronavirus, huh?
Yeah. AskPath I started because I have a lot of loved ones who have cancer and are always asking me. I get a biopsy result, right? You get your labs done. Everyone does. And you may see that little red flag and you're like, wait, why does it say RBCs and there's red and it says too high? What does that mean? Or you get a biopsy if you've ever had one or a loved one got a scope and they wonder, okay, I have a polyp. What does that mean? AskPath is a resource. You log in, you ask your question, or you go to your doctor's office. We'll offer plans for them, and you ask your question and you get it answered by a board-certified pathologist the correct way.
So do you have any shows coming up, going back to your dancing?
Any shows? Yes, actually, it's Black History Month, though it's 366 this year, 365 days a year. It's important. It's important for all of us because we all wouldn't be here. We understand, we learn from each other. All the cultures are meshed together. So it's important to understand the Black culture and our contributions and where we came from. We're going to be performing, ITI is going to be performing at one of the schools, Yes Prep. So we've got a few shows coming on.
What campus?
Schools. I love it. The southeast one, I believe.
Okay.
One not too far over by the Beltway in 288.
All the colors, blue and green?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
We performed at them last year. It was a wonderful bunch of students. Wonderful.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about with the Afro Latin Fest? You gonna?
I hope so again this year. We plan to, yes.
That'd be dope. You guys got to check them out.
I think we actually did 2 nights. We did a Caribbean Calypso piece, and we did another one as well.
I feel like I saw y'all twice. Absolutely, yes.
And then as far as the fitness, I hope to again. We're going to be doing we've done the couple. Though I don't promote. If you don't drink, you drink. If you do, that's fine. Occasionally, we do the muscles and mimosas. And you came out and worked out. He came and worked out to the muscles and mimosas.
Yeah,
great job. So
you got to check that.
Certified personal trainer.
You got to do that event again.
We are. So we're going to do an 80s, 90s themed. And we've got Vincent Powell, who sang on the American Idol We're going to have him. So we're going to have a live. We're going to have him, Sarah.
And can you tell everybody where the first one was at?
The first one was at the Nat Bar. And they have relocated to the Galleria. And I hope again to probably do it there. We have to look at the spacing wise and how many people can fit in there. But yeah. The first one was at Nat Bar. It was a nice organic. It was inside a mattress store.
Yes. So it's literally a bar where you can go and take a nap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, check out the Nat Bar. It's at the Galleria, which is a good idea because if you're working or you're busy, you go there, and it's like taking a VIP nap in an effective nap.
Have you actually taken a nap there?
I have not taken one yet. I need to. I'll probably do a very exhilarating workout, then go to the Nat Bar and take a nap. That's what I need to do.
Muscles and mimosa.
Muscles and mimosas.
Yeah, I was breathing real hard that day. She made it very difficult. But it was worth it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was very communal.
Very good. Yeah, I try to be one-on-one. Someone's asking, where do I teach? Please check Dance Health Fitness and KatieMD_health on Instagram. I'm always teaching different places, but I like to be available virtual. So virtual classes, I teach through Trainerize. You can log in, or if you one-on-one. I can come to events. I've done that before. I teach at a church. And they're trying to get their organization, their community healthy. So
yeah, no doubt.
The church is important. But yeah, trying to making sure that technique is right. That's why I come through. Because everybody, you think you're doing something right, that's important. You can do it at home. You can watch a video. But sometimes it's different when you're in a class or somebody's watching you, a different set of eyes. Because to me, technique and execution as a dancer too is important. If you're not executing, I see people all the time, if your toes are out, if your body's not aligned, you're going to end up probably hurting yourself or not getting any of the results you expect, and then get, kind of frustrated and give up.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, hey, I forgot to say, happy Black History Month.
Yes.
I did want to say that it's true that Black history is everybody's history, but it is not just history. Black history and those realities is it's just a tipping point of talking about and correcting societal ills, institutional wrongs, and bridging wealth gaps as well.
Exactly.
As well as big conversations about implicit bias, privilege, things along those lines. So don't be fooled. Like, I can, it is true. We do want people to understand that, that is American history and that Black folks are American, because, it is very, it's very obvious that a lot of people do not consider Black Americans and, our Latinx brethren and sisters as people as well, or as Americans, but we are, to try to whitewash that, to try to, talk over that or to diminish that, is insensitive and is just a repeat of what we're kind of seeing now. So yeah, there's that. Hey, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for coming to the show.
It's been a pleasure.
Wrapping up, where can you tell everybody again where they can find you?
All over town. Medically, please AskPath.net. Please check it out. It's important to take care and understand your health. That way you can be proactive. KatieMD_health is my Instagram. And also, if you're a Facebooker, please check out Dance Health Fitness. Both of those have links to Trainerize, and I always have tips because it's a mind, body, soul thing. And it's all hand in hand. So it's not just all about getting to the gym, lifting the weights. Make sure you are mentally, socially, physically, everything in sync.
That's the show. Thank you. Bootleg Like Jazz is a mix of the Black diaspora and the Afro-Latinx experience. It's a podcast that celebrates artists, entrepreneurs, and anyone who considers themselves an underdog doing their thing. You see, when jazz started out, it was considered trash, devil music, bootleg by everybody. But now look, jazz is a degree program at some of the finest universities here in the United States of America and beyond. That's Bootleg Like Jazz. This idea that no matter what, the rose will grow through the concrete jungle.